Thanks for listening to Dockside Chat, Marina Dock Age's place for straight-up, useful interviews about life on the water and important trends affecting the marina industry today. Be sure to save the date for the Docks Expo and Marina Conference taking place in Nashville December 1st through the 3rd. Visit docksexpo.com for more info.
Hi, I'm Wendy Larimer, Senior Editor of Marina Dock Age magazine. Welcome to Dockside Chat. We're talking today with Barry Hadlock, the CEO of Nine Marina in Eufaula, Oklahoma. He's this year's winner of the Large Marina of the Year. Welcome, Barry.
Thank you.
So, very exciting news that you were named this year's winner. And as I talked to several winners for the contest, I tell them that every year the winners float to the top. We get a stack of applications and Christy and I review them, and then we come back and compare notes. Our notes are almost always identical, that whoever is the top marina just is the top marina. There's usually not even much of a discussion between us. You definitely met the requirements this year and exceeded them.
Thank you. We're super excited to be here.
Oh, good. We're excited you're here too. How long have you been the CEO?
CEO of Nine Marina since August of 2022. Became the CEO of the marina after we did the purchase and acquisition of number 9 Marina in 2022.
Are you new to the industry or have you been in the industry for a while?
So we are new to the industry. My background was in the collision repair industry. I was actually in the collision repair industry for 40 plus years. And after sale of our company in 2021, we decided to get into the marina space. From the collision repair industry, we had a really strong service background, boating, and it has always been a really passion of mine. And so it was with that decision that after the sale of our company, what are we going to do now? And so this is the space that we decided to get into, and it's been a lot of fun, and we've been able to do a lot of things in a short amount of time.
I'm always fascinated by people who've made the jump from something completely different. But you're right, service is the same, and similar mechanical issues, I'm sure. So you mentioned the original property was purchased in 2022 and that you basically tore it down to the ground. What was the site before when you first got there?
Yeah, so, Lake Eufaula is our home lake. And, one of the things that we've always, being on Lake Eufaula on busy weekends, and you're out there boating, enjoying the lake, and it's time to get fuel. We were always waiting in line and had a lot of wait time at the fuel dock. One of the exciting things about it is being able to, when we got here, this was always our favorite marina to come to. We decided that when we were going to get into the space, let's go visit the marina. It would be our first choice to go to, and just happen to see if it's up for sale. And so after talking to Al, we decided to go ahead and purchase the marina from Al. And we, the current ship store, it was a small little ship store with a little bit of merchandise, a little bit of beer and snacks. It had 3 fuel pumps and a couple of spots for jet ski fuel. And we came in and took down the entire ship store from the ramp all the way out, and built a brand new 2-story ship store and added 8 double-sided fuel pumps. So we actually now carry 16 boats at once, including diesel, got pump outs on the end of the dock. We've been tagged on social media as the Buc-ee's on the water. The next step was taking a look at the slip space that we currently had, and added quite a few slips to our wet slip space. Added 180 dry storage units as well, so we're able to have dry storage on the property. We built a brand new climate control service department and have expanded our service from 1 technician and 1 parts person to now 7 technicians on staff, parts person, and service manager.
You have made a lot of changes in a short amount of time.
Yes.
Did you have a goal when you opened this property of what you wanted to see there?
Yeah, a lot of it was inspired by the vision of Vic Nossaman, our owner. He's just got a really great vision for what he wanted to see here. the vision of not only the colors and the layout and the design of the facility, but he being a passionate boater as well, was able to have this beautiful vision. And so he built it and handed me the keys and said, go run it. So we've been a lot of different places, offshore, inland lakes, and been able to visit a lot of different marinas and beautiful places all over the country. We just took bits and pieces from what we seen and our vision for taking the best out of all these different places and actually incorporate that South Florida feel here as well.
So when you were doing the renovations, did the current customers have to leave?
So we started the ship store project. We were able to keep all of our slip customers, our service customers, all of those facilities stayed. We kept the marina open. We had an office off of the water to run operations day to day. We started the building project in October of 22, and by Memorial Weekend of 23, 2 weeks before Memorial Weekend, we were open and ready for business. So we were able to get the store completely remodeled or completely torn out, rebuilt, and opened up by the end. Went relatively seamless. We were going to do a 2 week soft opening before Memorial Weekend, and the word was out and there was nothing soft about it. We were full up and running and a lot of customers standing at the door and we opened. So it was a lot of learning and a great experience.
Because it was a great experience. That's what counts.
Yes.
Walk me through the property now. How many slips? What buildings are there? What does the property look like?
Yeah, so we are continuing to expand. Currently, the ship store, 16 fuel pumps. We've added onto our wet slips. Right now, we're under construction for another 60 wet slips at the marina with quite a few waiting lists of folks coming in. Once we get the additional 60 slips built by April, we'll be up to around 450 wet slips on the water. And then our 240 dry storage units that we've added, we have the climate control service department. We actually do full service repair on all boats. We're certified with all engine manufacturers. We have 2 service boats on the water, servicing boats across the private slips across the lake. We also do full service repair on boats, from, servicing the engines, doing maintenance, to fiberglass repair. We'll pull, boats up to 80 feet to 100 foot off the water and do bottom jobs. So it really is a full service marina. In January of 2024, we entered into the boat sales space. So now we have 7 different lines of new boats that we carry as well. And just opened up our second boat sales location in Norman, Oklahoma.
You the biggest facility on the lake?
Yes.
I would imagine.
Currently, we are the only service facility that's for customers to see us. We have service boats on the water, the ship store right on the water, and the service department's right here close by. So it's very, very easy access and very customer friendly and service friendly.
You mentioned that one of the biggest challenges you have is your location. Can you explain that and what you've done to overcome that challenge?
Yeah, I'm not sure there was a location issue.
It was something I pulled from your application. We asked in the application, what's your biggest challenge? And you said the location. I guess you weren't close to a city or a lot of amenities, restaurants, shops, things like that.
Not sure what that was in
Okay.
reference to, so I'm sorry on that.
Who are your customers and how are you reaching them?
So we always joke about Eufaula. They were like, well, where's Lake Eufaula and the marina located? I said, well, we're really about 2 hours from everywhere. We see a lot of our customers are coming out of the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth area, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa. That's where you see a lot of the Lake Eufaula folks coming from in northwest parts of Arkansas. So we're really centrally located right off of I-40 in the eastern parts of Oklahoma. Just really a great destination to come to.
So do you cater mostly to families or wakeboarders or who's there? What types of boaters or a little bit of everybody?
Yeah, it's a really family friendly lake. A lot of surfboard and wakeboard activity on the lake. Great beaches here. The tri-tune and pontoons are really popular for beaching and spending time on the sandy beaches. And then you have big cruisers and big houseboats where people like to hang out for weeks on end. It's also a great fishing lake. There are usually around 20 to 25 bass tournaments on the lake throughout the year. So just really an all around great recreational lake.
Sounds like it. I thought it was interesting that you said you require all of your staff to participate in a training day. What's that all about, training day?
Yeah. The training day is always exciting. That's at the beginning of the season. Typically, we have around 20 people on staff full time year round. And we'll add around 20 to 25 seasonal help when it comes, right before summertime and all of the customers and show up. Have all those dock ends and all of our personnel work together and have a training day so that we're all on the same page and working as a team. Our focus is just making that customer experience world class, making sure that when they show up here at the marina, someone's here to help them. And our staff is really trained on what to do, how to handle the boat, the incoming boat, and just making sure that we keep smiles on faces.
What other things do you train them on other than customer service?
We really, it's making sure that we touch all the gas pumps. So we actually fuel the boat. So it's just really making sure that we're protecting the boat when fueling, making sure the blower motors are on. If the boat's, making sure that the boat's shut off, making sure that we're safe handling the fuel to where we don't have spills, training our staff, and just in case there is a spill, how to deal with those top issues. And the other thing is, making sure the boat's tied up properly to the cleat and making sure the side of the boat's protected against the dock. We want to make sure that the customer's assets well taken care of, and then just making sure that the customer hadn't forgotten anything like ice or snacks or anything of that nature.
Yeah, making sure they know how to tie the boat is kind of a critical thing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
So where do you pull your staff? Do you have returning people each year? Are they community high schoolers? Who's your staff each year?
Yeah. The seasonal help typically are local kids. Most of them are within 10 miles of the marina. We've been really fortunate with smart, engaged kids. We'll typically interview somewhere around 50 kids. A lot of those are returning high school kids. And then as they move on, we keep replenishing the stable for if folks that come back in the following year.
I've heard that a lot in these interviews that by and large, people are really happy with the staff that they get in the summer and year round as well. It's encouraging.
It really
You
is.
hear some negative things about kids and their work ethic, but it sounds like in the marina industry, they're doing pretty well.
Yes.
All right. So you do several events throughout the year. You mentioned trunk or treat, burning of the socks, a glow party. They sound great. First of all, tell me about the burning of the socks and the glow party. What are those?
Yeah. So burning of the socks, we typically do those around the end of March, mid to the end of March. And so burning of the socks is celebrating springtime, warmer weather, taking your winter socks off, throwing them in the fire, put your flip flops on, and let's start summer. And then we do other events here on the marina platform. We have a large area for seating, a taqueria, Rojas Taqueria, tacos and tamales, and a bar. And so typically in the evenings we'll do special events like karaoke. We'll do a glow party, different events. Sometimes we'll have a live band out on the dock for people coming off the lake, having dinner, and just sitting around and enjoying some entertainment for the evening. So we'll try to keep activities going like that almost every weekend.
Can anyone come to the events or is it just for your customers?
Anyone can come.
And why do the events?
People that are coming to the lake, they're always looking for activities to do. And one of the things that we pride ourselves on is, having a beautiful facility. We've got a great store with a lot of cool clothing and a lot of shopping that they're able to do. So we want to keep those customers coming back. And, if they come here for lunch, they want to come back for the evening activities, they can come back and hang out. And obviously, at the end of the day, you want them spending money with you. So
Let's switch over to the environment a little bit. What actions are you taking on your property to protect the environment and the waterways?
one of the things that we're always in pursuit of are the Clean Marina Act guidelines, making sure that anything that we spray, around the facilities, onshore and offshore, for one, if they're offshore, anything doesn't come into the lake, but really treating the marina for bug spray and those type things, making sure that they're environmentally safe. That's extremely important to us, even down to the cleaning, even down to the inside the store cleaning material to glass cleaner. We want to make sure that's environmentally safe and not putting anything into the water that would be a hazard. That's really important to us when we look at our facility when it comes to fueling boats, making sure that we've got state of the art equipment, that all of our lines are inspected and tied, even to our storage facilities, our storage tanks for fuel. Just making sure that we're doing the right thing all the way around the marina to make sure that we're keeping it safe. Even to vegetation removal, we have to be really careful how we disturb the soil for water runoff, drainage, and those things as well.
In your application, you talked about using essential oils. Did somebody comes and actually sprays essential oils?
Correct.
Yeah, I knew they had been used, but I didn't know there were companies coming out and actually spraying them. I think that's great.
Yeah. And it's
All right,
working
so
very well. If you look around the marina and the docks, they're very clean and very well taken care of. So it actually does a really good job.
do you have any bird problems or invasive species?
The only thing that having dry storage units, you really have to be careful with, rats and mice and rodents. And the same company that uses the essential oils also does our bait stations for that. Just making sure that we're keeping our customers' boats safe. Of course, we have to deal with the occasional beaver when they're federally protected. So there's measures that you have to take to remove those, relocate them. And so there's always something that you're having to watch out for.
It's the nature of the business.
It is.
We thought your marina stood out, but what do you think sets your marina apart from others?
It's really a destination. Our repeat customer business is fantastic. We get a lot of new traffic coming in as well. We really pride ourselves on our ship store and how we, keep our inventory fresh. We carry a lot of products that you don't see elsewhere. And so we get a lot of people that come in seasonal shopping, beginning in the spring. We've got bathing suits that no one else has. It's a beautiful facility. It's fun to hang out with all of the activities that we have going on. We have a Nine Scoops ice cream shop with some artisan type ice cream that the kids love to come back and visit. A beautiful facility that if you're around Lake Eufaula, you're going to want to come visit.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on winning this award?
We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the marina, really taking it from where it was when we came on board. Just all of the effort that the team in general has put into it. It's really rewarding for the team to say, hey, we were really a part of this. We were here before. We've seen what's happened. And it's really rewarding to see the smile on their faces to where it came from to where we're at now. And so I really think it's a great honor for all the blood, sweat, and tears that were put into it and hard work to bring it to where it's at. And even more exciting for our customers, our slip owners. They're really proud of the marina. They're proud to be here. So it's just another notch for them to say, hey, this is fantastic. We're a part of this as well. And really exciting for all of our employees and our customers.
That's what we like to hear. So is it safe to say that the marina that was always your favorite before you got there is still your favorite?
Absolutely. Better.
Well, Barry, thank you so much for your time today. And again, congratulations on winning the large marina of the year.
Well, thank you so much. We're honored and proud and really grateful for it. So thank you.
Thank you.